Now that you have loaded your data in Satori and checked their quality, we want to pre-process them. By pre-processing, we mean cleaning the data and preparing it for statistical analysis. You may be asking, why can't we go straight into statistical analysis? Well, the hemodynamic response is a small signal and various sources of noise mask it, such as heartbeat or motion artifacts. You may also have unnecessary data, such as before the paradigm starts or after it ends. This data can be trimmed to avoid unnecessary computation and save time. First, I will show you how to trim your data. If you have data at the beginning and end of your experiment that is not relevant for your analysis, for example, the participant is ready, you've just started the recording, but the experiment hasn't started yet, or it is over but you haven't stopped the recording yet, you should remove it before proceeding to data pre-processing. To do so in Satori, go to the Analysis menu at the top left and click Trim Data. A window opens and you can select how you want to trim the data, with number of seconds at the beginning, number of seconds at the end, number of seconds before the first stimulus or trial, etc. Enter the number of seconds of data you wish to remove, and for the purposes of this video, we'll do 2 seconds removed at the beginning and 2 seconds removed at the end. And then click Apply. Note now that the file name indicated above the topo plot has changed. It now has _trim at the end to indicate that this data set is trimmed. A file with the same name has automatically been saved in the participant or session data folder. Once you have trimmed your data, you can actually pre-process it. To do so, open the Analysis menu and click NIRx Data Preprocessing. A window opens where you can select the pre-processing steps you wish to apply to your data. Now I will show you how to filter the data. The signal you measure is a sum of components of different frequencies. Filtering allows you to remove the frequency components that mask the hemodynamic response, such as heartbeat. Because we are only interested in the hemodynamic response for further analysis, you would typically remove everything below or above the frequency of the hemodynamic response. This can be done by clicking Advanced and selecting Temporal Filtering in the pre-processing options. Satori has already set default cutoff frequencies, but you can change them here in the Temporal Filtering panel. Next, I will show you how to reject bad channels. When channels are too noisy, it can become too difficult to extract a clean hemodynamic response from them. In this case, you want to remove the channel altogether from your dataset. This can be done by selecting Channel Rejection in the pre-processing options. As for filtering, a default method and noise threshold are already specified, but you can change them here in the Advanced section. You can learn more about each method and recommended parameter by hovering your mouse cursor on each of them, and both a full name and a publication reference will appear. Now I will explain how to reject artifact samples. Motion from the participant creates spikes and large deviations in the signal, as you can see here. Satori allows you to detect them and replace the rejected time samples with interpolated data. To do so, select Motion Correction in the pre-processing options. In the Advanced options, you can change the detection parameters and the interpolation method. Last, I will show you how to remove oxygenation variations due to systemic physiology. A large part of the changes in oxy and deoxyhemoglobin signals you measure with NIRx is due to systemic physiology. For example, oxygenation changes in peripheral tissues and not the brain. Luckily, short separation channels measure changes in peripheral tissues only, so you can remove the systemic physiology from your channels of interest by regressing out the signal from the short distance channels. To do so, select Short Channel Regression in the Physiological Noise Removal panel. In the Advanced options, you can select the channels to use for the regression as well as the method. When you have selected all your desired pre-processing options and parameters, you can click Go on the bottom right. A new SNIRF or SNRF file will be created with all of the pre-processing steps you applied in the name. And here's the name. You can now enjoy your clean signal in the main Satori window. That's all for pre-processing. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.